Hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the set.
94 is the mark. I'm coming.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Floyd. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They can't hang with us.
5.
Off the play fake. Floyd. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Off play action. Floyd. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Good job, team. That's right.
And goal to go.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal.
Give me that ball, defense.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready, set.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
On first down, Bowman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw. Bowman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Set, ready.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mike's 49.
Oh.
Watch the curve. 49, guys. Mike.
Back to throw. Bowman. Throwing right, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, they should.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Sit up. You got to go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
At the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score time, 7-7.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey. Ready?
Off the play fake. Floyd going deep to the end zone for Juju. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Floyd, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Floyd. But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 14.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
But up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
Shoot.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Foster Moreau, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let go.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bowman. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, orbit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Deep grip.
On 1st and 10, Bowman throwing the out route incomplete. It's Black. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Floyd. And that'll be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off play action. Floyd. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Here we go. 60 or.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down.
Operating from the gun. Floyd. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Ready.
To throw on third down. Floyd. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Five.
Check mark, 9-9, Mike 9-9. Here we go. Check mark, 9-9, Mike 9-9. Target.
Clear. 5.
From the gun, Floyd. He's going to fire one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You got nothing.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. Bowman. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ready.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Hey, Delta. Get that one.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
49.
Go.
49. Check tight.
Looking to throw. Bowman. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Ready.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
55.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie.
55. Right there.
Back to throw. Bowman. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun, Floyd. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Go.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, exit. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha. 55. Lee Griffin.
Throwing on 1st down. Bowman. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm here all day.
Go.
Check. Motion out the backfield. Motion out the backfield. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch 55.
Smooth.
55 Mike, guys. 55.
This a give to Mack running to the right. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Hey, let go.
They're not ready for this.
Get it.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, orbit.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go.
5.
Throwing again. Floyd. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Cut. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. I got you. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Watch it now.
And the blitz does come. Able to find Shaheen here. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Ready up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 4.
On 4th down, Floyd. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
Ready to break.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Floyd. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Roger, Roger. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Big grip.
Off play action. Floyd. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a play fake here on first down. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Watch 30.
Off the play fake. Floyd. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Steelers on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Fire.
From the gun, Floyd. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. I'm on. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Floyd going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Touchdown defense. Check Mike 99. Mike, go.
Operating from the gun, Floyd. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Exit. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Silver. Shoot.
On 4th down, Floyd. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Ready? 50, plant.
Let's go.
Hey, seam 6.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Let's get it together. Let's go.
On 1st down, Floyd. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
We got 3.
Get ready.
From the gun, Floyd. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Adam Shaheen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got him. Mike 55, Mike 55.
80 weapon.
In your face.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give, running right is Mack, pushing through the contact. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Pick it up, Pete.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 49. Mike.
Hey, I 7.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 48.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
70, Indy.
Time to go, night.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down. Here we go, Steelers! Here we go! Here we go, Steelers! Here we go! Tonight.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,